Well, you can see here in the example, the following is a message encoded in ASCII code. What is the message? So this is 7-bit ASCII code. Okay, each of these is separate codes, and it has to be converted into hexa equivalent. Okay, so convert each 7-bit code to its hexa equivalent. The results are given here. So this is for 48, this is for 45, this is for 4C, and this is for 50. Okay, so now we will compare with the given table. Okay, and we will match for which character these 7-bit conversions are given. So we will find that HELP. Okay, so by this way, whatever character, whatever the data we type inside the computer is understand after converting into binary digits. Okay, and this is the way by which data is represented inside the computer. Again, we can see the another example, and that is for go to 25. So you just see for G, this is code, and this code we can find from the table 2.7, which is ASCII code. And we can match each code. Okay, and we will find this message. So this is the way by which data is represented inside the computer. The main advantage of ASCII is its simplicity. It uses 1 byte to represent one character. 1 byte means 8 bits होते हैं. Okay, and for each character it uses 1 byte. There is extended ASCII that uses 8 bits to represent various characters. It can represent 256 characters as opposed to 128 characters of ASCII. Apart from ASCII, there are other systems that are also used to represent various symbols. In the following lines, we are talking about some of these ISCII and Unicode. Well, first of all, we will see here ISCII code. Okay, so it is Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. ISCII means Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange, which is represented by 8-bit binary digits. Okay, in the same way as ASCII, ASCII codes are used as data representation, ISCII is the extended version of ASCII, because in English there is only limited characters and symbols which are used for typing and for representing data inside the computer, whereas there is many regional languages in India. That's why it has extended the number system, it has extended the data representation for representing regional languages. Okay, so let's see here. With the advent of considerable, work has been undertaken to facilitate the use of Indian languages on computers. These activities were generally limited to specific languages and were independent exercises of various organizations, thus making data interchange impossible. In such a scenario, it was important to have a common standard code for Indian scripts. In 1991, the Bureau of Indian Standard adopted the Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange (ISCII). The ISCII standard was evolved by a standardization committee. This is an 8-bit code capable of coding 256 characters. ISCII code retains all ASCII characters and offer coding of Indian scripts also. Thus, it is also called Indian Script Code for Information Interchange. That I explained you that ISCII is extended version of ASCII, because in ISCII there are several Indian regional languages are included. That's why it is converted into 8-bit binary digits, and that's why it increased up to 256 characters. Okay. All GIST products are based on ISCII. Also, ISCII has been used by IBM for PC-DOS, Apple for ILK, and by several other companies that are developing products and solutions based on this representation. Also, ISCII has been made mandatory for the data being collected by organizations like the Election Commission and for projects and land records project, etc. This standard does not only apply to the Devanagari script but also the Gurmukhi, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Assami, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam and Tamil script, because the structure of this script is so similar that a single coding can be applied to all of them immediately, providing transliteration between the script. Some of the ISCII versions for different scripts are being given below. You can see here these scripts, Devanagari scripts and Bengali scripts. These are given here, and you can see all these things. Now, Unicode. You have learnt about two different encoding schemes, ASCII and ISCII, in previous sections. These encoding schemes represent different set of characters belonging to different languages. By assigning a number to each of character, likewise, there are many encoding schemes available that represent different characters of different languages. Our world is becoming a global village thanks to modern technology. A need was being felt for an encoding scheme that could represent all the non-languages characters through one encoding scheme, which is known as Unicode. Okay, as you know that there was ASCII, after that ISCII, So these are different encoding scheme. Okay, so as you know that internet is a global village for everyone, so it has combined all these codings and make a single coding system which is known as Unicode. Okay, Unicode is developed as a universal character set with an M. Okay, to define all the characters needed for writing the majority of knowledge languages in use on computers in one place, to be a superset of all other character sets that have been encoded before Unicode was invented. There were hundreds of different encoding systems for assigning these numbers. No single encoding could contain enough characters. For example, the European Unicode alone requires several different coding to cover all its languages. Even for a single language like English, no single encoding was adequate for all the letters, punctuations, and technical symbols in common use. These encoding systems also conflict with one another. That is, two encodings can use the same number for two different characters or other different numbers for the same. Okay, for example, the character code 0xFF represents Unicode points are often Unicode For example, the character code 0xFF represents, as you know that internet is a global village, okay, and it is common for each country. They use their own language, either that is America, India, Japan, England, Russia, China, whatever countries are there, they all have their own regional languages, okay, their own languages. So how they will understand? And you know that computer is used in each and every one, okay. So the number system has means this Unicode is decided on the basis of globalization, okay, so that everyone will use a common coding system which is known as Unicode, okay. So this is the way by which data is represented inside the computer, okay. Thanks.